So, I am so happy to introduce our Friday friend guest today. And if any of you have guessed Kenzie, it is Miss Kenzie. Hello,
Hey! Yeah, that was so unfair. I was like, oh, you can't do that.
How dare I do that, right, Kens?
Right before.
It
It's all good.
wasn't that
I
the
had
sweetest song?
That was so sweet. I love
Mm-hmm.
music and
Yeah.
just that's awesome.
And there's nothing better than seeing those kids who are so innocent and so such beautiful children and singing that song, right?
Yeah, it was so cute. I actually go around my house singing Monday, Monday, bum, bum,
Bum
even
bum
on a
bum
Friday.
bum. Yeah, there you
And
go.
I do the actions. Actions are cute.
That's right. That's awesome. Well, Kenzie, everyone say hello to Kenzie. Kenzie Lou,
Hi!
Kenzy.
That's right.
Kenzie.
And for those of you who think that I volunteered, that that may not have been the case.
No, well,
Miss Cindy West, though, she had it like pegged. She had me. I had to come up with some stuff,
did she?
but
Did
she
she?
had me pegged pretty early.
Did she?
Hmm.
She said it's got to be Kenzie, right?
Oh, she did. She's like, I did not sign up. Mm-mm.
But you did it, and I'm so proud of you.
I'm so glad to be here. It's
Uh,
so much fun. You guys, you should sign up. If not, she's going to pick on you anyway.
I
So
will.
it might
I
as well
will.
be
You just
voluntary.
wait. That's right. Kenzie Lou, tell us about you.
Kenzie. No, so I've been sewing uh pretty much since high school.
Hmm.
And I had a sports injury that took sports away from me. And so I started sewing and I made my first quilt. Wait, we're gonna grab this earpiece. Just out of high school, and I haven't stopped since. So
That's awesome. You are very a very gifted um, sewist, I will
oh,
say. Um, but Kenzie, you also you started your own little business not too long ago. Tell us
I
about
did.
that.
I did. So I started sewing corals in 2017
Mm-hmm.
officially, but really didn't get out of the gates until 2018.
Mm-hmm.
And it's scary. way it's way scary,
Yeah.
but you totally can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had a blast just getting to know so many more people
Mm-hmm.
in the quilting community, and it's like I am living my dream. This
Mm-hmm.
is like my dream, and I wake up every morning so excited to be in this community because how amazing is this community, right?
Mm-hmm.
That we have to be a part of, and
Mm-hmm.
I just love
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. And so tell us about hubby and those cute doggies
Hubby,
you have.
hubby is we've been best friends for 15 years, and we dated for about 8. That's always the fun part
Really?
to tell people. It took a little convincing that we should get married, but
Uh-huh.
no two people knew each other better when they got married
Mm,
than we did. So
that's awesome.
best friend for life. And we have 2 little dogs. We got a puppy.
Oh, you got to show Rio. Do you have Rio
Oh,
right there?
good. I'll send her up.
Okay, I want to. You guys have got to see the cutest little doggy on the planet,
I'll tell him,
Rio,
send the puppy.
the puppy.
um, so we got her in January. Um, before everything. And it's a good thing we did, because if we
Mm-hmm.
didn't, then she would not have been here, because I would just be like, "Oh no, it's a fad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need that." But
Mm-hmm.
so we got her in January, and everything kind of shut down, and really she has been such a little ball of sunshine in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I tell people all the time, I I don't think we could have done this without that little girl. So she is so sweet. So we'll see if she comes up.
Yes, I would.
There she
Oh, there she is. She's so cute, you guys. You're gonna die.
Hello. So
Oh,
this is Rio.
oh my
You say
goodness. Hello, Rio.
hi.
Oh, and tell us, what kind of dog is she?
So she's a Yorkie Maltipoo.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
she's a Yorkie Maltese poodle,
Uh-huh.
and so she's about 7 pounds. So this is all she's gonna get. But
Oh my goodness.
there is a lot of sass that comes in this little 7 pound body. Can you say hi?
Oh my
Can you say
gosh. So Donna said that she saw her in one of the first classes she took.
hi? Oh, that's yeah. She
She takes classes
when
with you, yes.
yeah. Hi,
The
Donna.
virtual classes, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Virtual classes are
Yeah.
amazing. They really are. But yeah,
Oh.
that's her.
And
She's Donna's fast king.
she is a Yorkie and
Maltese and a poodle.
and a poodle, all three. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, what a sweetie! She is
Yeah.
she is so stinking cute. And someone asked, tell us where you're from.
Oh, right. Farmington.
Farmington,
So
Utah.
just about, so I'm like right in smack in the middle of Sandy location and Logan location.
Yeah,
So it just depends on what kind of view I want to have.
on the drive, right?
That's
So
right.
you want to go more towards Salt Lake or go more towards the mountains?
Yeah. Wintertime we go Sandy. We
Yeah,
don't.
yeah. That's awesome. And her business is sewing corrals?
Corals.
Corals. Sorry.
Yeah, so
See,
no, you're good. It's
corals.
totally fine.
Where'd you come up with the name?
So we have, along with the sewing studio, we have about 500 gallons of saltwater tanks
Mm-hmm.
that we do. So that's kind of my husband's side of sewing corals, is that he does that, and then we grow and raise corals,
Mm-hmm.
and then we usually just so we sell those as well.
Wow, very interesting. Sue, the classes she was talking about is she's been doing our online classes, like as a student. And her and Donna met. This is what's so cool about virtual classes.
I know.
It's because Donna lives in a whole nother part of the country and you live in a different part of the country. And that the two of you could be on a same Zoom class. And many of you have been with those classes too. And you start getting to know each other in that classroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Totally.
you've taken a lot of our classes, haven't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Proudly so,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, for sure. I love it. So, so Kenzie, let's get started with, you and I were talking a little bit before we came up on air, and you were telling me, and I thought this was such great advice. You had some really good advice for those who are just beginning. Tell us what that is.
Yes. Okay. So we've all been there, right? Some of us a little more recent than others.
Mhm.
And you know, this pandemic has really created an opportunity to try something new.
Right.
So but sometimes we go, okay, I'm gonna do this, but I have no idea what I'm doing,
Mhm.
right? And even sometimes us, like a little bit more seasoned pros, kind of jump into some stuff and go, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Right.
So it's normal. So that's my like that I want to talk about today with like our newbies.
Mhm.
It is so much fun. Like this is a great world of quilting and sewing, and it's exciting and it's scary and you will do stuff that you regret and that you also will cherish for the rest of your life. It goes both ways, but it's so much fun to be in this community. That the like number one thing is this community will just wrap you in their arms and say, come on, let's go. We will be there for you, and all the things. All the things.
So surround yourself with people who will do that for you.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
if you're around people who don't do that for you, it's time to find a different set of friends, right? Because those are the people who are going to support you through everything.
Yeah, and it's okay to do like new things. And if it's not your thing, try something else in that area.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, that's really good advice. It's sometimes you have to do what these kinds of projects that we actually will call maybe confidence builders. They're
Mhm.
like maybe you're not really good at it, but if you can figure out a way to do it and get maybe the results aren't perfect, but they still look good, right? Then that becomes a confidence builder, and you're willing to try the next project, right?
Absolutely.
And just
Yeah.
enjoying the journey.
Yeah. Like I started, I think my first quilt was a square quilt, just squares. It was
Mm-hmm.
$5 Walmart fabric that I
Mm-hmm.
chopped up into squares, and
Absolutely.
now it's a packing blanket. And
Yeah.
most people are like, why would you do that? That's your first. I was like, it's nice and I love the memories,
Mm-hmm.
but it served its purpose for what I wanted,
There you go.
and it's got a
Yep.
new purpose now.
Yeah.
And
There you go.
but I learned how
Exactly.
to sew. I learned how to match up
Mm-hmm.
points.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next one was applique. And I made this quilt for my husband for his birthday of a landscape
Mm-hmm.
of his parents' house
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and property. I had no idea what I was doing. Are you serious? Like applique, 20-year-old sweet thing that just walked into something completely blind. But I did it and I learned
You did
so
do
much.
it. Well, let's talk about another thing that you talk about crazy,
Yeah,
but you did it.
I
What
did
tell us
it.
about the quilt you did with Mr. Domestic.
Okay, so I oh, this is a good one. Um, so back in was it last year?
Last
It
year.
was 2018.
Mm-hmm. No,
Um,
no, no.
2018.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
September of 2018
Okay. So it's
is
more
when I
than
did
last
it.
year.
So
Okay.
it was like
It's a couple years ago.
mid-July-ish.
Yeah.
He sent out um, a call for makers to help with his new fabric line that was coming out, Catch and Release. And me being the awesome person that I was like, I'll just, take a stab. That's another thing. Do not be afraid of rejection,
Right.
like, because you never know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had to present ideas. And so I searched on Pinterest. Pinterest is great, but it
Mm-hmm.
can get you into trouble. Um, so I found this quilt. I had no idea who the pattern designer was. I had no idea. I clueless.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it's pretty, it's eye-catching. I'm gonna submit it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I submitted it, and he
And it
accepted
was
it.
just a picture of it. It
It
wasn't.
was just a picture.
You said
Yeah, I
this is the quilt I'm going to do with your fabric. Yeah.
yes. I said I could do this.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty, and he
Mm-hmm.
said, "Oh, yes, you will." And so the next step was, "Oh shoot, now what?" Because I
Uh-huh.
had no pattern,
Yep.
I had no fab. Like I had never ever done 60-degree triangles in my life.
Right.
This is 2 years ago. I've been sewing for like 15 years.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that I haven't jumped into yet,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and that was one of them. And I had no idea what I was gonna do. So I actually had another class. This was before. This was right when Kris had just opened the Sandy location, and so we were taking a class, and Kris was the teacher that day. Didn't know, and I was totally starstruck because I was taking this class from her, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
she'll know what to do, right? And by then I had the pattern, so it was
Mm-hmm.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I needed to do a block before
Mm-hmm.
I really did the next thing. So I went up to her and I was like, "Hi, you don't know me. I know a lot about you. I've never done this before. How do I do it?"
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And she looked at me and she's like, "When do you have to have it done?" I was like, "Oh, in like 8 weeks." She's like, "You're crazy." She legit said those
I
words to
did. I
me.
did. I said you're
One of
crazy.
the, one of the first
Wait till you see the
sentences that
quilt.
ever came out of Kris's mouth to me was that I was crazy. That's
Yeah.
totally fine. We're
Okay.
still friends.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Because then what did I say next?
You said, "Okay, um, let's figure out
Let's
how
figure it
to do
out.
this.
Let's do
Yeah.
this. Yes.
So we literally spent, and this will tell you, I'm telling you, this is totally Kris. Because she had no idea who I was. Like, no idea.
Mm-mm.
She spent the next 20 minutes going through this pattern with me and helping me figure it out. I'm telling you, for my peeps that have never met her, she
Oh.
is really that amazing. She saved my bacon. She saved my bacon. She got me the rulers I needed.
Aw.
She helped me with advice, and it really was just, it turned out so well
Can I
because
show?
of her.
Oh, no,
Ooh,
no,
yes,
no.
please.
It's because you were willing to just go for it. So I'm going to bring the picture. Look at this
Yeah.
quilt, you guys. Is that so gorgeous? This is the Alaska quilt, which is actually one that Jennifer taught for us online.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But for her, being a first time, she'd never done angles like this. She'd never done anything like it.
Never.
And she said, you know, I want to do it. And I was like, you're crazy, but okay, let's do it.
Yeah. Diamonds.
Right?
Diamonds were
Yeah, you're crazy, but let's do it. Let's figure this out, right? And
Yeah.
so, and then I have to show you this picture. This is gorgeous. I mean,
Oh,
look
no.
at that picture. Kenzie, you could be a model, girl.
It's one of my favorites. Like
It's
my poor
so
husband
beautiful.
was following me around and was like, "Okay, what do you want me to do?" I was like, "I'm gonna wrap this around. Just take some pictures."
Uh-huh. And it's beautiful. And you're
And he did good.
overlooking. Is that in Salt Lake, or where is that at?
No, so that's actually up in Fruit Heights.
In Fruit Heights area.
Yeah, just on the mountainside. It's actually right above his parents.
Oh, wow. Well, it's
Yeah.
gorgeous. And I mean, I'm sure Mr. Domestic was absolutely thrilled. Just
It turned
thrilled.
out
He
so,
could not
so
have
fun.
been, any more pleased with what you had done for him. I mean, what a gift. In fact,
It was.
you actually, when I was asking about what happened to that quilt, you actually gave it as a gift to Mr. Domestic, didn't you?
I did. You know, it was, he helped me take that next step in that confidence building.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm telling you, this community will just wrap their arms around you and say, "Okay, I know you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it." And
Yeah.
so he did that for me in this next step that I wanted to pursue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so it was right as things were kind of shutting down, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Okay, I'm just gonna send it to him." I didn't tell him, and he texted me later and
Oh,
and was like, "So that I ugly cried." I was like,
oh,
"Well, I'm
I
glad
mean,
you liked it."
truly, what a gift you gave to him.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful. And I'm just so
Well,
proud
thank
of you for
you.
like, I'm proud of you for not letting like intimidation or anything like that get to you. You just said, you know what, I love it. I want to do it. And I'm going to figure out a way to do it. Right. And
Yeah.
you did it.
And I
I'm-
actually took it one step further because I had just gotten my long arm machine, and
Mm-hmm.
I actually quilted that
You did.
as well, and that
Mhm.
was totally
Mm-hmm.
it was all automatic. That it wasn't free motion. Heavens no, that's not that's not there yet. But it was all computerized.
Yeah.
Yep, all programmed.
Mm-hmm.
But it was such an awesome journey
Yeah.
to have.
Mm-hmm. So amazing, just amazing. And that's pretty cool, Kenzie. That says a lot about you. Speaking of something else that says a lot about you, here we go. Look at that. Tell us about this picture.
Oh, so that picture, I had received again fabric from Mr. Domestic
Mm-hmm.
to do, and I was gonna do. Somebody had mentioned about Christmas for California with all the
Yes.
fires,
Mm-hmm.
and I was planning on doing something for that. The fabric didn't arrive in time, but I still wanted to do something for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And so I actually reached out. My neighbor is a director over at a care facility, and I said, is there somebody that could use a stocking for Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
Just something to brighten their day because they've been on lockdown. All of our facilities have pretty
Mm-hmm.
much you can't visit the care facilities, and so I said, could you use anything? And she's like, oh my word, yes, we could.
Mm-hmm.
And so I made 12 stockings. I was like, this is what I have. Would this be enough? And she said, oh, that would be plenty. And I was like, well, how many single people are there that are there? And then I was like, well, that's not fair. Like, the single people are there, but everybody else needs a stocking. So what started out as 12 stockings grew to 98 stockings in a week.
Can you believe that? 98?
It was so much fun, and she sent me pictures of them stuffing them to hand out. And
best feeling.
Oh, twitchy nose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was going, and I just sobbed because it was just the sweetest thing. But yeah, it's so much fun to do things. At least for me, I like doing that and sharing that with other people.
No, I totally agree with you. So, what's one of the latest projects you've been working on?
The latest, oh, go get it.
Okay. Isn't she amazing, you guys? Oh, so awesome.
So this one is I actually just finished a test sample for a pattern that's coming out for one of my friends on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, if you want a cute XO,
let's pull that back. Yeah. Here, I'm going to take me off the screen for a minute. Let's see if we can there we go.
If you want a cute Valentine's quilt coming up, how
fun.
Cute is that?
I love it. Who is this by, Kenzie?
This is by Heather Long. I believe her Instagram is Coffee and Quilts.
Coffee and Quilts. Okay.
But she will be bringing that out in the next couple of weeks.
That is cute.
So cute, right?
Yes, I love it. And I happen to see Elizabeth Hartman's penguins in the background.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh, that happens to be one of my favorite quilts ever. Look how cute that is.
So this one, I actually took the class from Suzanne.
You did?
Yes. Isn't that fun?
Yes. That was, Suzanne is in our Sandy store. So this was pre-COVID.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It was that the summer pass.
Yes.
I just signed up after I took this. I needed to do the summer pass. So like I would say probably 80% of the stuff in back of me is from my girlfriends because they just had the best classes ever.
Aww.
So yeah.
Thank you. That is so cute. You know, you are one talented gal. You know that, right?
Oh, you're so sweet.
It's true. You really are. You're just amazing, and you're just such a kind, nice person, too, on top of it. So it doesn't get any better than that. That's for sure. So before we end with you, tell us a couple of your favorite tips.
Okay. Where's Debbie? Debbie, are you on here?
Debbie Smith. Calling
you are
Debbie
going
Smith.
To love this.
Debbie Smith, who we've never met in person, right?
We haven't. No,
but
I haven't.
We know the way Debbie's mind works. Okay,
go for it. So, we're gonna swing this around. We're gonna go on a little walk. So we're gonna tip number 1, right?
Okay.
So I have been sewing with this right here. Thread is in.
Here, I'm going to take myself off. Hold on, because there we go. Okay, let's get back to it.
So sewing, you run out of your bobbin, right? Then what do? You take your thread off, you put it on your spool up here, you wind it or wherever yours is, and then you take it off, you put it back, you rethread, right?
Right.
Okay, pandemic has kind of, I have a surplus of thread. I'm sure some of you do. I know some of you do. So this just dawned on me 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I've got thread right here. Why not put another thread right here? Then you don't have to take off this one right here.
There you go.
Because it's right here. Do you know how much time that saves when you
Precious
when you
time.
do that?
Precious
It's
time.
precious time
Yes.
because then you don't get distracted.
Yeah.
You don't pull out your phone
Yeah.
while it's winding.
Uh-huh.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's what's
I
cool.
love it. Love
Who
that.
knew, right?
Okay, who knew? So if you've got 2 spool holders, make sure you do that. All right. And
Game changer.
Game changer. Now this next tip is for Debbie.
Debbie, you're awesome.
And I'm laughing because I love to laugh with you. Not at you, with you.
That's right. That's right. Because I laughed the whole time I told her the first time.
Mm-hmm. Tell me
so
what you do. This has to do with chain piecing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our chain piecers out there. Have you ever gotten to the point where you're in a sequence and something happens? You run out of bobbin, say. And while you're putting it on up there because you have another spool and letting it do that, and then you put it back in, you have a broken chain, like line. So you might lose your place, right? Or if it's important that it needs to be in there. So here's the trick. You put in your last piece that you just did, right? And just sew on like a quarter of the inch on there, and then keep going. And guess what? They're all connected.
Okay. I have to say, now that I hear it for a second time, it makes more sense. Can I tell you what I thought you meant the first time?
Oh no.
I thought.
Oh, no.
So okay, that's not too bad. When you told me the first time, I was visioning, I didn't know that it had actually broken off. I thought you did not like the fact that there was a space in between the squares. So then you would go back, and that's where I was thinking. So I'm not teasing you too bad now. That one's not too bad. Okay. I will give you that. But she said to me, she said, Debbie Smith is going to love this because she's just like me, and she's a little OCD when it comes to having things match. Because what did you say about the crumb quilt?
Oh my gosh, the crumb quilt was so hard for me. Like so hard. Because Debbie, I feel ya. Like I had to make the crumb fabric, and then I had to cut symmetrical pieces out to get it to go together. And then it became a dog blanket.
There you go. For that cute little Rio, I'm sure it was just fine. Yeah,
she
right.
loved it.
Yeah, so can you explain that one more time? Terry Jo's asking.
Oh, yeah.
So you're stitching along, singing a song, right? And all of a sudden, it breaks. So what do?
So you have piece number 1 that broke. So you take, and just so you know where your seam line is, just go in like a quarter to half an inch and re-sew on that seam line, and that will connect your thread to the next one. So you just keep going, and it just keeps connecting. Mind blown. When I figured that out, I had to stop, and I had to record it, and then I sent it to my husband at work.
And he was probably so proud of you.
He was so proud.
He was so proud.
He's so proud.
I think your husband is your number 1 fan.
I don't know. My grandma, though.
Yeah, your grandma
she
too.
Could throw a close second. My family is so supportive.
Very supportive, very, very sweet, very kind. Yeah, all the above. That's awesome. But
yes,
I know he is very supportive in your hobby for sure. Right?
He does.
Business.
He does a lot. Yep. When we do quilt shop pops, he is always right there with passport in hand.
Yes.
And he loves the man bags at Girlfriends. He makes sure that we go there first.
Yeah.
So that he has enough to last the whole time.
There you go. Exactly. That's so awesome. Hey, Debbie Smith says, be nice, Kris, to us OCD. I love you, Debbie. And yes, if you ever get out here to Utah, let's take a drive down to Farmington. We'll take Kenzie out to lunch, shall we, Debbie? All right. I love it. That's awesome. You are so fun. No, it makes more sense now that you say that. I honestly, when you first told me, I thought you meant that you could not stand the idea that there was a space in between the chain, and so that you went back, and I was like, what? Why would you do that? Because you cut them apart. And you're like, I know exactly. You cut them apart. And I'm like, then why would it matter? But I see what you're saying now.
Sometimes we did get a little about how far they are, but it's okay because it's this quick clip.
There you go. There you go. And then does it drive you crazy to have the threads hanging off of it after you've cut them, after the chain piecing?
I just hurry and add the next piece so that I don't have to see it.
Oh my heck, that's hilarious.
Chain piecing is so quick for me.
I love you so much. You kill me. All right, so Kenzie, today is the last day for something.
Yes. Okay.
Want to tell them?
Yes.
For those who might not know, if you've been living under a rock, right?
If you haven't seen the last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So today is the last day to get the club membership for $99. You can still get it after today.
Yeah.
But you need to get it today.
Yeah.
So, total confession of a sewaholic person. And Kris may not know this. Last year, I was not a member of the club.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I regretted, no joke, I regretted every single day because I was not in there. Because I'm one of those people that was like justifying that I didn't need it. Mm-hmm. And then, lo and behold, I got something that allowed me to be part of the club. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I was up at 4 a.m. doing a Larry scroll, Larry scroll, and going, oh my word, what did I do? It is so amazing, you guys. It is truly mind blowing.
Oh my gosh, you're so nice.
Mind blowing.
You're so nice.
I have been in clubs, a lot of clubs, and this one is by far the most value you will ever get for your money, plus an amazing community. Amazing. Just
yeah.
It's so fun, and I'm so excited for this year because there's so much coming.
Thank you. And Kenzie is one of our content creators. So she has been awesome. She's been coming up with new things and stuff that she's creating. And like she said, today is the last day to get in on the early bird price of $99. After today, it goes to $149. And today's also the last day to get the free t-shirt. So
it's darling.
Which is pretty dang cute. Yeah, for sure.
So I I even gifted it as a gift this year because I know how much this is going to mean for even this person. But I'm just telling you, it is, if you're on that fence, I think even Larry said that, get off of it. Come on over. It's going to be so much fun. And we are going to have a blast this year.
Janet asked what is a content creator, and it's she's one of our content creators who creates content. She writes patterns, she adds things, and all of those items that she adds are free to club members. So that's
so everything that you guys have been saying that would be really fun to be in the club, there are people that are listening, I promise, and that are creating some really, really fun things because it's all what you guys want. We're not going to create something that you don't want.
That's right.
We're going to create something that you want.
So we hope you'll get in on it. If you want to find out more about what's included, you can go to mygirlfriendscoolshop.com. At the very top, there's a little icon that says the club. Click on that, and it has a whole page of what is included in it. But I also did... I I did a webinar that's on our main Facebook page. It is, in fact, it's pinned at the top of our main Facebook page, so you can see what is included. I love Janet says, jump off the fence and jump in the pool. A girlfriend's pool party.
Oh, I love
That's
it.
great, Janet. I love that. So definitely, we're so glad that you jumped off the fence too, Kens, and decided to be a part of it. And but today is the last day if you want the early bird price. So I know a lot of you, this is on repeat. You've heard it over and over again, but I know without a doubt I might get some questions tomorrow that says, I didn't know that today was the last day. So today is the last day, and then it is you're going to get a free t-shirt of Living the Seam Dream, to just for fun, just to be a part of it is all. And then but you have access to classes and printables and patterns and videos and all that stuff. So anyway, so there's the club. It is all online, it is all virtual, and so you have access to all of that information 24/7.
Yeah.
Right?
And as Kris said, there's 11 content creators
Mm-hmm.
that are working just as awesomely hard as they can.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, there's so much in the club now.
Mm-hmm.
Can you even imagine what's going to be there at the
know.
end of the year?
I know, it's crazy because
It's going to be
you have access
amazing.
to everything from the year prior. So it's kind of cool. Now you're going to have access to this, and there's discounts, and oh my gosh, we just finished up the VIG voucher booklet, and it is so cute. It will be sent by email to club members tomorrow morning, first thing tomorrow morning, because we're giving everyone till midnight tonight to get signed up. But that has 10 additional coupons. So there's free shipping coupons in there, there's percentages off, there's dollars off, there's a free package of needles in there, there's all sorts of fun things. So definitely look for that, club members, in your email first thing tomorrow morning, and that is just an additional bonus for signing up before tonight at midnight. Okay,
So don't turn into a pumpkin.
yeah.
and make sure you go and get the club, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't, we still got you covered.
Exactly. And also, along with theme number 3, we wanted to talk about the club, but we also wanted to talk about, I just added some new items inside Deal of the Day. Okay, these are items that we are moving some stock out, so check it out because there's some brand new themes that I just added last night. Okay, so and some items are as much as 90% off, so they're between 40 to 90% off. So definitely check that out, guys. Go to Deal of the Day and you will find it there. Okay, so any last parting words, Miss Kenzie?
Not, nope. I think I've said more than enough.
No, you've been great. You've been so wonderful. So thank you. Thank you for being my guest today. It wasn't so bad, right?
No, it's totally fine.
It's totally
all
fine.
good.
You guys got
And then
this.
You can make your husband take you out for dinner afterwards to
there
celebrate.
you go. Exactly. Bingo. Great idea. So, hey guys, be my guest. Please, will you please reach out to me? And if not, I'm going to come hunt you down.
It's true.
You don't want Kris hunting you down, because I will.
And she's super nice about it.
Oh, yes.
But she'll get you.
I'll get you. Just come on, be my guest. It would be so fun. I'm making plans for like the entire year. So if you say, Kris, I would love to do it, but I don't want to be till November, I got you.
Hey.
You got till November. It's all good, okay?
She didn't say that to me.
No, I didn't.
So just
no, I didn't.
So if you do have a preference.
Yes. Exactly. But will you email me, Kris, Kris, at mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com. Shop is with
2 P's and an E.
That's right. And that way you can be my guest and you can share some of your, little tips and tricks, and you can share something you're working on, whatever. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Okay, but everyone wants to hear from you. This is our way of helping you get to know more people in our community. And now, if you hear Kenzie make comments, right, you're going to be like, oh, I know that girl. She's the one with that cute puppy.
Oh,
right?
Yes, the
Yeah,
cute. Just
exactly.
remember the cute puppy. That's the best part.
And Dee, you crack me up. She says, watch out if Kris uses the words pretty, pretty, please.
I think you did.
I might have. I might have.
Oh,
I
it
might
might have
have.
come out.
You can't say no to that, right?
Nope, you
So
can't.
come on, guys, join the fun. We'd love for you to to be a guest on 3 at 3 every Friday this year. That's what we're doing. Hey, I've also got some special guests lined up. Well, all of them are special. I shouldn't say special guests. I also have some like celebrities, I guess, if you want to call it. That's celebrities that are lined up throughout the year as well. So, tune in. But you know what? You don't have to be a celebrity. I believe you're a celebrity now, my friend.
Oh,
Yes, you are. If you love to
oh no.
sew, if you
I'm
love
just
to
Kenzie.
sew, and we love you and we adore you. But if you love to sew, come on over. Come on and be my guest on a Friday. Okay, guys? So
And
just
come on over
email
to
me.
the club.
And
Come and hang out
come
with
on
us over
over.
on the club.
Exactly. We would love that. So thank you, my friend. You're the
Yeah, thank
best.
you.
Sure appreciate you. Everyone, tell Kenzie what a great person she is. I mean,
That is so sweet.
so many of you already are, and I know that I always say, how lucky am I that I get to do what I do every day here with everyone, because everyone is so amazing and wonderful. And if you're having a bad day, you just got to get on here, and people will
It's
just
true.
lift you up. So thank you, Kens, for doing that today.
Well, no problem. That's why I come here at 3 at 3 to see you. So
Thanks. So what's that next project where I'm going to tell you you're crazy on?
I've
Right?
got a couple.
Okay, let's do it. Let's just do
They're
it.
coming.
Why not?
They're coming. They're coming over on the other side of the fence.
There you
So
go.
better hop over.
Let's do it. Thanks, Kens. We'll talk to you later.
All
All right,
right.
guys, that was so much fun. Isn't she the best? I just love her. Just adore Kenzie. Thank you, Kenzie Hogan. Check her out, Sewing Corrals. Coral. Why do I keep saying corral? Sorry, Kenzie. Corals. Sewing corals. Oh my gosh. Did I say that right, Kenzie? Corals, right? With an S. Yeah. Sewing corals. Check her out on Instagram, Facebook, wherever it might be. Okay, and follow her along there. Hey, you don't have to be a designer to be my guest, though. Each and every one of you have something special to share with our with those who are here. We're all in this together, right? We're all in this together. Cool. So be my guest. I would love to have you. All right, guys, have a wonderful weekend. I am looking forward to doing some sewing myself. So hope you are too. In the meantime, until we see each other again on Monday, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay home, but get some fresh air. And of course, keep sewing. See you Monday. Bye-bye.